All right, I'm on hole number 2 of the Holiday Hills tournament. I'm in Monday's practice round in the Ricky division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook. Check out hole number 2. It's not up yet. They don't have the Holiday Hills tournament up yet, so let's dig this out. This is going to be Nordic Fords, hole number 5. Hole number 5. All right. This area out here they use for receptions, weddings, and this is where people come and take a break, because this area out here, you may be able to get to the point where you could bounce from here and go over this bunker trap and come at it, but your chances of getting Albie are, this is a low percentage Albie hole to begin with, but if you're out here, you pretty much took Albie out of the picture. More than likely, you're going to have to come at it like this, or you're going to have to come at it like this. And if you think about it, out in this area, this is in your sniper range, and you're still having to engage a couple topspin even from out here with a sniper and a 3-power ball. So if we draw the arc through here, you know, this is your sniper distance, this is your sniper distance. When you're out here, you're going to be way out. This is definitely big dog, Titan, 4-power ball, something big if you're out in this area. I think your best shot, you know, maybe if you're playing in the upper divisions, you have to hit out here just because of difficulty. But if you're in rookie, this is the area that we want to go to. You can use your quarterback here or your rock. In your bag, use whichever one hits the farthest. So you can get this done with a quarterback. If you've got a lower developed quarterback, you may find that your second bounce is right on the edge of the sand, and you may have to put a little teeny bit of overpower on it. I would prefer to take all the wind out and add on just a titch of overpower to get me over the sand than to use the wind, because the wind is going to be a variable. And if you're using the wind and you have a 3.2 and everything works out fine, and then the next round you got a 5.1, these aren't going to react the same way. So ideally in these situations, I like to take the wind out and then put a little bit of power back in it if you find yourself a little short. But if you have a rock and the rock hits farther, it'll get you over, so your second bounce is on the other side. You won't have to use any overpower. The goal on these shots is to consistently get into the same area over and over and over and over. You don't want to be here once and then here and then here and then here and then here. You don't want, because each one of these is going to be a totally different setup going in. You want to be right here over and over and over and over again. I prefer to be right in the center. You don't have to get all the way to the end in order to make this shot happen, so you don't have to press the issue. I'll use a quarterback just to demo it with a quarterback, maybe. The game didn't pause out on me here. So I'm going to take my bag. Am I going to take here? I'll take this bag and I'll switch that rock up for a quarterback. A little bit less distance. And I'm going to use a Titan, the king of balls. I prefer this shot with a rock. Rock gives me a little bit better. You can get over very easy with a rock. So I have to see what the adjustment here is with the quarterback, whether it's a little bit of backspin or a titch of topspin. But it's not going to take a lot. You don't have to get over here and you don't have to get way up in there or dig up in it to make this shot happen. Maybe we can get matched up. The reason it takes this account, my practice account, a long time to get matched up sometimes is because it's this account has been to Masters 3. And so it plays in, when it plays in the rookie tournament, it plays in a Masters bracket. Every single person in the weekend round is currently or has been a Masters level player. So everybody in that bracket's got really good stuff. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get matched up. Let's see if my opponent can get it done. They've got a 1-power, 4-power. Which one are they going to use? They're going to use a 4-power ball here. Let's see if they go to the right. That way we can see what this shot out here looks like. If they get far enough out on that edge out there, they may have a shot coming in at from this direction, but I really don't think that you're going to end up with as good an Albie look as you will as if you go to the left. And going to the left is pretty non-risky. You make any mistakes out here, you make any mistakes on this drive at all, no matter which side you go to, you're in big trouble. But we'll get an idea from where our opponent's at of what kind of look they have. I'm not really interested in that kind of look. We've got 3 rings off. I'm going to put just a sliver. Yeah, let's see what it looks like if we put just a little teeny bit of topspin on it. Okay, so I'm going to take the wind out. That's 2.5, so that's a 2.5 100% accurate club, 2.5 rings. I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it just to bring it back to the fairway. Try and get myself right dead center in the middle. And that's definitely you don't need to press the issue on the forward roll right there. You don't have to be right up against that rough to make this shot happen. And the deal is the first time you hit that rough, you have no shot. There is a max overpower shot that you can do with a 5-power ball to try and come over into this area. But when we talk about risk versus reward, it's a really risky shot. And the reward is that you still get a really tough long iron shot. If you were doing that and you could get on the green or get up into your short iron range, it might be worth contemplating it. But the other side of that is that if you fail, you epic fail. So my opponent's got a 4-power ball and they've got a Cataclysm, and you can see what kind of distance they have there. So, and what kind of shot that they gave themselves. Versus the shot that I'm going to get to take here with a 3-power ball. I'm definitely a fan of the left-hand side. I'm going to do 1.1 per ring. Go right up to the cup, right at it. So it's 1.1 per ring, so that's a perfect 4-ring pull. Just trying to hit perfect. Hitting it great to the right. A little bit too fast rolling past the cup. I have to work on that. If you don't hit perfect, if you hit perfect, you can look at your wind adjustment. You can look at a lot of stuff. But if you don't hit perfect, there's still things you can learn. And I don't like that speed going by, because if I was right on track and I hit the flagpole, I'm going to bounce off the flagpole, or I'm going to bounce over the edge of the cup. I want that speed to be just to the point where if it does engage the cup, it's going slow enough that it can fall in, not just roll right over the top of it. See if my opponent can get in. Nice shot. That was not the way that you want to go with this. That is not going to net you an eagle every time. That's a very difficult way to come at this hole. And they barely got it done with a 4-power ball. And you can get it done very easily with your most accurate clubs in your bag with a 3-power ball. And save that 4-power ball for something else, and you gave yourself a better look at Albie with the 3-power ball than the 4-power ball. So I have no problem bringing out 4 and 5-power balls on holes that really need it, but that hole does not need. You don't need to waste your balls on that hole. All right, that was hole number 2 of the Holiday Hills tournament and Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.